Good evening and welcome to this week's edition of Tech Now. Tonight, I'm about to get a medical scan unlike any that I've ever had. The inventor says it can provide a snapshot of my health. Being able to get a glimpse inside the human body makes a big difference in medical care. Tonight, a different kind of view, one produced by passing a low electrical charge through your body, then letting a computer post the results.
So it's start to work.
It's reading your body.
The scan process only takes 30 seconds. It takes a few minutes to get wired up with 14 electrodes from head to waist, back and front, each one at a specific location.
Each chakra point corresponds to a different organ system, whether it's digestion, central nervous system, endocrine system.
Gay Bennett is an Ottawa area homeopath learning about the device called the Medical Advisor. Dmitry Pelitiko says he's a Russian-trained doctor now living in Toronto and developing this idea. Pass a small electric current through the electrodes and use computer algorithms he developed to analyze the response. The device shows more than a dozen different body parts and says whether they're under strain or normal or in between. He believes that this can focus attention on trouble areas, then apply tests or treatment from a conventional doctor or alternative sources.
Acupuncturists, yoga teachers, naturopaths, homeopaths, they can all use this.
This is information that they could use.
Absolutely.
They don't suggest this replaces conventional medicine. They're part of a growing movement, looking at alternatives often from other parts of the world. In many cases, Western doctors are dismissive and point to incidents of fraud. The experts say you need to consider the effectiveness of a treatment, its safety, and the cost to decide if it's worth it to you. The Medical Advisor machine is just now being made available to practitioners. There's a $1,000 deposit and $20 per scan.
I'm
a homeopath.
Okay, and you're working with this equipment here in Toronto?
Yes, actually in Ottawa.
In Ottawa, okay. And thank you. So tell me, to understand this better, you rent out the machine?
Actually, you have a deposit for the machine,
okay.
And then each time you use the machine with the patient, there is a $20 fee that goes through, and they would invoice you.
So tell me more about this from a practitioner point of view, from your experience.
From my experience, once you've hooked the patient up, you would get a diagnosis where you have a chart. You also have a schematic of the body, which you can zero in on. You can look closely at what's happening. What you really have to do when you're looking at this is understand the systems, the organ systems, because what you're getting is an either hyperfunction, a normal function, or a slower function, an underfunction of the organs. So that will give us a good view into the body and what's happening with your organ systems. It's really functional medicine.
How long does this take, this whole...
well, to actually...
To diagnose this?
To diagnose. Yeah. Well, it takes about 5 minutes to put the electrodes on, and then it depends on your treatment as well, because you want to discuss with the patient what you see, the results you see.
So when you diagnose this, it take a few minutes to get the diagnosis?
A few minutes. Once you've got it hooked up, it's a matter of pressing a few buttons, and you get the schematic, and then you discuss that with the patient. And you have to actually look at the relationships between the systems before you can actually assess what's going on. So it's an understanding of what results. And everybody's unique, everybody's different, so you'll get a very different reading for everybody.
Again, it's affordable, it's not cost, just we take deposit, security deposit, and so even for beginner who just finished some school, medical school, or alternative school, they don't have enough money to buy treatment.
So what I understand, it's very affordable and also very accurate compared to other ones that are...
I found alternative practitioners have not enough tools to work with patients.
Okay.
And I decided to build machine because some equipment it's very difficult to buy because it costs a lot and sometimes very difficult to use. Our machine, I do seminars, it's easy to study how to use, maybe 20, 30, 40 minutes, and then you can start to use machine, and very easy to interpret result and work very hard.